Hey crypto fans, welcome back here with more news on the Bitcoin, and today we're talking about more information on the downwards momentum on the Bitcoin. What happened, what will happen, will it crash even more? We're going to discuss all of this information in today's video, so don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and let's start. First of all, the price dropped from the high of 45,400 at the highest down to the lowest of around 40,800, and then it accumulated back to 42,000, almost 43,000. And as we could see, it was actually about to happen. We've jumped up, it was a manipulation upwards, and then it was manipulation downwards. It happened, yeah, we already saw a lot of those stuff during the year. We saw some of these charts, and right now we are probably getting the same chart again. Let's go on to some news. Speeding up the chronology of the United States race to trillions. Trillion number time it took the United States to borrow 1 trillion. First trillion, 195 years. Second trillion to third, 4 years. Then for fourth and fifth, 3 years. Sixth, 6 years. Seventh to ninth, to about 2 years. 10th to 11th, 1 year. Then we go for 9 months. Then we go for 6 months. Again, 1 year, 9 months. 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, 1 year, 9 months. Then we go for 25th and 26th, 0 months completely. Didn't take time, and then it's just a couple of months, and it just continues on taking more and more trillions in a short period of time. Bloomberg predicts Bitcoin ETF approval. Bloomberg senior ETF analyst Eric Balkuna says we have heard nothing to indicate anything but the approval. Don't believe these perma bears calling for 12,000 Bitcoin. The bottom is in, the bull market is next, and we can see that basically on the charts of the Bitcoin net unrealized profit and a loss. Basically, we can see this over here. Major US bank likely to enter Bitcoin ETF. Goldman Sachs is in talks to be an authorized participant for BlackRock and Grayscale spot Bitcoin ETF, CoinDesk reports. Jun Fei Ren, the CEO of the Panda Finance, says there's a 98% chance the SEC will approve a spot Bitcoin ETF by January 10th, setting off a crypto rally. I came across an article in Barron's written by a financial advisor who founded an advisory firm which oversees 15 billion in client assets. He acknowledged that he was a Bitcoin skeptic, but when he ran the number, his preconceptions took a beating. The data doesn't lie. If he plays the 60-40 stock bond portfolio with a 57-5, 37-5 and 5 allocation, where 5% is allocated to Bitcoin and a portfolio is rebalanced monthly to maintain this allocation, he found that clients would have earned far more with roughly the same risk as a 60-40 from 2010 through September of 2023. The portfolio with a 5% allocation to Bitcoin generated an 18% annualized return versus 8.4 for a 60-40, and had the Bitcoin allocation been allowed to remain not rebalanced, the return would have been far higher, and you can see this basically on the screenshot as well. Next up we go, the huge break-in point as the pro-Bitcoin bill protecting your rights to self-custody, mine and access Bitcoin has officially been introduced in the state of Missouri. As promised, Satoshi Action Fund is winning political battles for Bitcoin adoption in state legislation across the United States. So what does this bill do to advance Bitcoin in the USA? Prohibits the state from barring you from using self-custody to secure their Bitcoin, prohibits the state from barring you from the purchase and savings or transaction with Bitcoin, prohibits the state from barring you from mining Bitcoin, prevents the state from discriminating against Bitcoin miners, eliminates the state capital gains taxes applied to Bitcoin transactions under 200, protects your ability to use Lightning Network and other Layer 2 solutions, guarantees your sovereign ability to run a node. Once Missouri passes this bill into law, it will lead the nations in protecting Bitcoin rights. And maybe you don't live in Missouri. Why should you care about this bill? Missouri should still matter to you, as the answer is absolutely. Elizabeth Warren is doing everything in her power to stop Bitcoin adoption in the US, and while Satoshi Action Fund is working to change the narrative Capitol Hill, this battle will not be won in Washington, D.C., but rather the states. Consider how cannabis won the public and legal debate, the cannabis industry didn't win over the feds. They also didn't spend all their time in Washington, D.C. So basically there's much more time, and I would say that you should care about this information, and you should check it out by yourself if you are interested. So with all that being said, Bitcoin is about to fall even more, as I expect it to happen in a short period of time, while the long term shows us only bullish signs. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.